Hey everybody, how's it going? Today is November 4th, 2021. It is a Thursday, so Monster Strike news, let's get going. Of course, hopefully you've been taking advantage of the new area. You've got, of course, 10 attempts each week to take on each set of missions that get revealed, which happens every other week. So don't worry if you don't finish it in the first week. You can still wait until the next week. You get 10 fresh retries on the Tuesday. And you get some nice prizes by collecting trophies. The more gold trophies you get, the better they are. More details, check out the previous news, of course. Let's see. Next. Oh boy. We've got, oh yeah, so here's the picture there, right? You got the 5 quests. You've got 10 attempts each week. It refreshes on the Tuesday. And then 2 weeks later, we get the new set of quests, which you can start taking on. And don't worry, you can see that you can overlap if you want. I mean, it's not difficult, so it's pretty fun for, I guess, new way to collect some goodies for the games. If you are interested in paying for the 8-year anniversary pack, that pack expires at the end of the day of November 10th in Japan. Remember, this does guarantee you one monster that was released in the last year between the 7th anniversary and the 8th anniversary of the game. So you can see some of the newer exclusives like Amrita or Kanon are in there, and some of the more popular alpha monsters like Furai Alpha, or even, you know, quest monsters or event monsters such as Break and Black Lily, I believe on the right, are available. So it's only 980 yen, so doesn't sound like that bad of a deal for sure. So if you're willing to spend some money, go for it. 980 yen. The 10th will be Monster Strike. Oops. There we go. The 10th will be Monster Strike Day, so the current event that's going on, you can pick up 1 Tokudama to play that on that gacha. And also, just a reminder that the next Monster Strike Day will be your last chance to get the alternate Strike Shot voices of Ebisu, the latest Legends exclusive, right? Only costs 5 luck to grab that, so, you know, it's not bad if you want to get options there. We have a new Gozetsu quest coming. It features a Kaosidia. And, I mean, I think the art looks really amazing on this one. We'll have to see how insane this Gozetsu is going to be. But very, very cool art to see. You also have version 22.1 coming, and you can see that big gap. So we got some descriptions coming on later, but the maintenance will be happening on November 11th from midnight to 6 a.m. You will not be able to play the game by then, but we'll get some new goodies out of that. And the biggest thing that's going to come with that is the room beta. And basically, this is a way to create a room where you can get a bunch of strikers with the same goal and just put them in the same room. And so then you can start joining and creating quests easily in that area without really having to worry about these different line groups or stuff. You know, you can just join with everything localized inside. Ooh, sorry, hit the mic. Everything localized in that room, in game, which is pretty cool. Like, you'll have to jump into the area with a link, but the fact that this is all kept within in-game is pretty interesting. And how this works is basically, you know, as a player, you can create one room at a time. So, you know, you can be the host, I guess, host of a room, right? And, you know, you can make your own title, you can make your own description, you can even add some tags to help make people find these rooms easier. We'll go into detail on that a little bit later. But once you create it, then you'll see this pop-up come out here, and that blue button says copy a URL, and you can send that URL to your buddies, and they can jump into this room and play together. Each room has a max capacity of 20 people. So, you know, I guess if you're really going full throttle on that, you know, you can have a room with 20. I guess that's what, 5 times 4. You know, full rooms you can be going with, you know, some people that, you know, all have the same objective, which is pretty cool. And like I was thinking, like, if you're trying to search, you know, want to have random people join in, you can set up a tag so it's obvious what your guys' objectives are, right? So you can, well, I can't really see it here, but stuff like you're doing, you know, an event quest, or I think that the temple quest they were saying. Like you can add those like categories on there, so it's obvious to people on first glance what the objectives are for this room to be able to farm whatever you want. So I mean that's pretty cool, and that works both ways, right? If you want to make it, you can apply the tag. If you want to search it, you can search based on tags that you care about. And to host, you're gonna see a third button now, right on top of the one for nearby friends, line invites. You can send your room creation, your quest creation host to a room, and then it will install it there. And likewise, when you're joining, you can just click the standard process to join, and you'll see that any quests that are in a room that you've created will also show up in that green button to really help you join in within the game, which is pretty cool. Also, another change coming with the update is the amount of lucky monsters that will be available. You see that picture? That's right, there are 8 monsters on there. So starting with the new maintenance, we will have 8 monsters possible to be able to take advantage of the lucky monster rewards. The rewards are not changing, so you still only need 3 to be able to get the highest tier of rewards for the lucky monsters. However, the way this is working is a little bit different, so hopefully you understand what's going on. Basically, every Monster Strike news, they will reveal 4 monsters that will be part of the lucky monster list. And those 4 monsters will have a span of 2 weeks. Alright? And so they're going to basically ladder those 4 monsters so that there's always an overlap between the two. Right? So you can see on the screen here, so that red band, right? You get 4 monsters, starts on week 1, and then will last until week 3. But then on week 2, we'll reveal 4 more monsters. So then week 2 has the 4 monsters from the red band, and then the 4 monsters from the green band, which is a total of 8, right? And then the third week, we'll get the new set of monsters, and then the overlap will be the green band monsters with the yellow band monsters, right? And then that'll just keep happening week after week, so there's always 8 active, but each monster that you have will be active for 2 weeks in total. So if you have one of those lucky monsters, you're guaranteed to have one in your pocket for 2 whole weeks, which is pretty awesome, right? And yeah, that's going to be the new way that we get lucky monsters, and it definitely sounds like a good thing at first blush. However, keep in mind, since we're transitioning to this new method, the very first week is only going to include 4 monsters, right? Because that's how the scheme works. So you might have to do some extra work on the first week. However, they're of course being nice. They included Queen Butterfly and Sanctuary Dragon, so they should be easy to pick up. And I think the one on the left was on the previous event, so if you finish that, you actually probably do have 3 lucky monsters for the very first week ready to go. But anyways, like I said, the rewards do not change, so it's still the same thing in terms of that. It's just that the pool of monsters you get will be different, and they last for 2 weeks at a time, which is very cool. And so like I said, this first week is only going to include 4 monsters as a result of the transition process, but starting next week, that's where we'll get the overlaps and have 8 monsters at a time. We also are getting a new Green Fantasy exclusive monster. That is the wood exclusive element gacha. Only wood monsters pop out of that one. We're going to be getting Andromeda, and her debut will be on November 6th, noon Japan time. And that pre-transition art is amazing. That is beautiful. Think I like it more than the actual transition form. But there it is, Andromeda, and her stats look like the following. We've got no warp, no magic circle, no speed down wall, weak point slayer, all on the main. We've got no block, recovery M, and status effect recovery on the gauge. Strike shot is an 8+8, turn to pierce, recovers own status effects, and does a speed power up. Bump combo is a 3-way follow piercing bullet. The new Pandora, right, has that. That is going to be a wood element, and she also has Chosetsu Blast. I mean, it sounds pretty good. I mean, of course, we're seeing a lot of Magic Circle lately. I feel like so we're gonna have to start get worried about that. I think, but Magic Circle and Speed Down Wall with Warp, definitely on the newer end of gimmicks. You also have Block on the gauge, so definitely like she's probably gonna shine on a hard stage to come, just because of the pool of gimmicks she have. But the fact that the weak point Slayer is on the main, that means that Pierce Bullet is gonna get a lot of extra damage on the weak point. If you can position her right and those 3 prongs are just going to that weak point, ooh, I can already imagine that HP melting. So very interesting new monster. Alright, and for the standard Transcension, we've got Empire, and he is a Minesweeper M, Null Wind, Null Magic Circle on the main, Super Null Damage Roll, Recovery on the gauge. Strike Shot is a 12+8, Speed and Power Up for a set amount of turns. Bump Combo is a Super Barrage Shotgun, as well as a Chozetsu Pierce Poisoned Lock-On Shockwave 6, which is apparently new. Chozetsu level, I think. So, Pierce, of course, Balance. This is taking on his Evo form and souping it up. So, I mean, Wind, Minesweeper, Magic Circle, and Damage Wall, that's certainly a decent set of abilities. So, we'll see if he gets any use in the game, for sure. And then we are also getting a Transcension Kai, and it's Mozart. Really cool to see him, or her, I think, in game, right? Getting a Transcension Kai, and she is a straight up Pierce with a Super Blast type, no Warp, Minesweeper L, Sprite Slayer, that's Yosei, and Null Element Resist, all on the main, so no gauge for Mozart there. Connect skill is a Super Null Wind along with Dark Element Resist M, and to activate that you need 2 or more monsters with different classes than him, her, or a total luck of 100 in your party. Strike Shot is the classic firing many homing bullets, that's a 12+8, and the Bump Combo is a Super Pierce homing 18 on light and a Water Chozetsu homing 12. So, I mean, not bad. Of course, Warp, Minesweeper. Nothing. I don't think nothing too surprising there. No Wind. Good. I guess interesting to see as a Pierce. So, we'll see if there's any use for Mozart in the current meta. And of course, this looks beautiful. The Xmas Christmas version of Mozart. If you have that, I think congratulations. That looks beautiful. And that is it. Next Monster Strike news will be November 11th next week, same time as usual. So tune in here, and thank you for watching. If you're here till the end, of course, this is the best place to get Monster Strike news in English. So if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and comment below if you have any questions. Otherwise, ENG Monst has all of these slides translated and summarized for you for easy access. And of course, the Discord channel is always there for you to talk with other folks who love the game and speak English as well. So until next time, thank you for watching, and bye bye. I think I got that mixed up.